All right, welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're diving into something that, let's be honest, can be a major headache, the EPF e-return for exempted establishments. But don't worry, we're going to break it all down and make it make sense.
So, have you ever found yourself just staring at that portal, totally lost, wondering where on earth to start? Yeah, you are definitely not alone. It's a really complex piece of compliance, for sure. But by the time we're done here, you're going to have a clear, confident path forward.
Okay, so just to make sure we're all on the same page, if you're an employer, an HR manager, or a finance admin at what's known as an exempted establishment, one that manages its own PF trust, then, yep, you are in exactly the right place. This explainer is tailor-made for you.
All right, let's get into it. The best way to tackle this whole thing? You need a roadmap. So that's where we'll start. A high-level look at the entire e-return journey, so you can see the big picture from the get-go.
So the whole e-return is built around these 6 modules. Now, the trick is not to look at this as just one long, intimidating list. Instead, think of it in 3 simple phases. You've got your one-time setup, that's modules A and B. Then there's the monthly grind, modules C, D, and E. And finally, you have a once-a-year checkup with module F. See? When you frame it like that, it's so much more manageable.
Okay, so let's start right at the beginning. Before you even think about the monthly stuff, you've got to lay the groundwork. It's all about building that solid foundation, and that means getting modules A and B completely sorted out first.
Now, this is super important. Modules A and B are not the same thing, and you can't mix them up. Module A, that's all about your company. Think of it as your business's ID card. Its PAN, its address, all that stuff. Module B, on the other hand, is about the trust itself, the separate entity holding all the PF money, with its own PAN and its own bank account. And listen, you have to get both of these one-time setups done before the portal even lets you touch the monthly filings. No skipping ahead.
All right, foundation is laid. Now we can get into that monthly rhythm. This is really the compliance heartbeat of the whole operation. We're talking modules C, D, and E.
So first up in your monthly to-do list is module C. And honestly, it's just a head count. That's it. The system just wants to know who was working for you at the start of the month, who did you hire, and who left. It's a really simple, logical way to track the flow of your workforce every single month.
Okay, so you've tracked your people in module C. Next up, you follow the money in module D. It's that simple. This module is all about the financial side, the total PF wages, the breakdown of the employee and employer shares, and crucially, it confirms that all that money actually made it over to the Board of Trustees. It's all about keeping things accountable.
All right, let's pause for a second, because here's a question that trips up so many people. You've done your head count in C, you've tracked the contributions in D, but then you hit module E, the investment details. So, who actually has to fill that out every month?
Well, the answer completely depends on what kind of setup you have. If your company is a parent trust, meaning you run your own Provident Fund trust, then yeah, you're on the hook. You have to fill out all the investment details in module E. But if you're a participating unit, meaning you're part of a bigger, common trust run by someone else, your job is way easier. You just view the data that the parent trust fills in. You don't have to enter anything yourself. Seriously, knowing which one of these you are is probably the most important thing for managing your workload.
So for all you parent trusts out there who do have to fill this out, think of Module E as the trust's monthly financial statement. It's pretty straightforward, really. It tracks what came in, like contributions, what went out, like claims, and most importantly, where the Board of Trustees actually invested the money. It's all about creating a transparent record of how that PF money is being handled and, hopefully, grown.
Okay, so we've nailed the one-time setup and the monthly rhythm. Let's move on to the final piece of this puzzle, the annual checkup. This is module F, and you can just think of it as the trust's big, yearly financial health report.
Module F is basically where you wrap everything up for the year. It's where you report your audit details, officially declare the interest rate you're giving your members, and give a full report on the financial health of the trust, what it holds versus its market value. And here's that key point again. Just like Module E, this is an annual job for the parent trust only.
Okay, you've got the whole process down now. But let's talk about something really practical, putting you back in control.
Because let's face it, mistakes happen, and keeping good records is absolutely essential. So this next bit is all about giving you the tools to manage this whole thing with confidence.
So what do you do when that heart-stopping moment happens? You hit submit and then you realize there's a mistake. First of all, don't panic. The portal actually has a delete part feature built right in to fix this. It's a formal process, but it's super straightforward. Step 1, you just pick the part and the month you need to reset. Step 2, you download the request letter the system generates for you. 3, you print that on your letterhead, get it signed, and scan it. And finally, step 4, you upload that signed letter and send the request. That's it. It's designed to make sure you can fix any errors and keep your records accurate.
And one last tip for your monthly process. Once you're all done filing and you're sure everything looks good, do not forget to use the Consolidate PDF button. This pulls everything together into one clean, complete report for your records. It's your official proof of compliance, so you'll want to have it.
Okay, let's do a super quick recap of the absolute must-knows. First, break the e-return down into 3 phases: one-time, monthly, yearly. It makes it way less scary. Second, and this is the big one, know your role. Are you a parent trust or a participating unit? Because that answer changes everything about your workload. Third, remember that modules A and B are the foundation. You have to do them first. And finally, don't forget that you're in control. You can fix mistakes using that delete part feature.
So, we've laid out the roadmap, we've walked through the steps, and we've clarified those all-important roles. The final question I want to leave you with isn't just about getting compliance done. It's about having total clarity. So go back and ask, is our establishment correctly identified as a parent trust or a participating unit? And does our day-to-day process actually reflect that? Because getting that one detail right, well, it could change the whole game for you. Thanks for joining us on The Explainer.